conspiracy theories, Corona! We'll get death with our investigation on conspiracy theories for COVID-19. Hello crazy fam, if you are new here, my name is Tori. You know there's always silly, crazy, weird, unusual, maybe somewhat plausible conspiracy theories. So we are gonna go over them today, but I'm gonna do it vlog style, so I'm gonna take you throughout my day. Right now I am getting ready for the day. It is very late in the afternoon, but I still wanna get ready because mentally I think it would help me a lot if I actually start getting ready and not wearing the same robe and no makeup and no hair every single day. I'm gonna go on Elle.com and it has an article called Coronavirus Conspiracy Theories That Are Rampant. Here are the most hilarious. Number one is, oh my god. If you know the fact that a lot of stores are out of hand sanitizer, that would explain why this one came up. So it says vodka can be used as hand sanitizer. So I hope they're not all gonna be that like medical conspiracy theories. Like I want some like the government planned this type of shit. But this one is, despite official information advertising the public to use hand sanitizer with alcohol content of at least 60%, best to stick to antibacterial gel rather than booze. Look up a tutorial with some actual factual information on how to make hand sanitizer, or else it's basically pointless. So that one was kind of boring. I don't know why that's hilarious. So let's move on to see if there's one funnier. Oh gosh, I've seen this and I've actually tried it and thought like, oh, maybe this will help. And it says, being able to hold your breath for 10 seconds means you don't have coronavirus. So it's like a self-diagnosis test. It might qualify as the most simplistic. Not true, unfortunately. So if you believe that you can hold your breath for 10 seconds, it can like show that you don't have as much respiratory stuff going on, but it doesn't per se mean that you don't have coronavirus. So don't do that. But again, these are more medical ones. Like I want some funny ones. So let me finish my lashes and we will find a funny one. Damn, this one's brutal. Sorry, Disney. Okay, it's number 4. Disney Plus released COVID-19 in time for its launch. It might just be pure coincidence, but the conspiracy theorists on the internet are convinced that Disney launched their own streaming service conveniently in time for the COVID-19 lockdown. Well, we do have more time to watch Frozen 2 now. So that is what it said. And that one, like, damn, there's like other things where it's like perfectly timed with all of this. And you're like, either it's like, did they do it? Or the idea that maybe they knew that this was gonna happen before it happened and they timed it the way they did. Because like some people do know about things before other people. And in general, we've known about this a lot longer than other countries because they had it happening before us. And with how bad it was in the other countries, it was bound to come here too. So we probably should have prepared better so it didn't get this bad. But, you know, I don't even know when Disney Plus released. I thought they released a good while before this even happened. So I don't know how I feel about that conspiracy theory. I still think there is a conspiracy theory out there that might be true, and maybe throughout this we will find one that's more probable. And it is time to go on with the day. Yes, 3:50 in the afternoon and I'm just getting ready, but you know, that's what life's about sometimes. Darkness, darkness. So I am watching Bones in the background. I already ate some cereal earlier, but I kind of want a snack. I kind of want some leftover wings. I just want like a bite of them. Not the jam and jalapeno. I want the teriyaki. I want a bite of the teriyaki wings. But I thought we would go over another one, which is that COVID-19 is in fact 5G attacking our brains. So like a lot of people believe that 5G wasn't like that good of an idea. A lot of conspiracy people thought so. And so there's a conspiracy theory out there that it's actually 5G that's causing all of these problems. Because 5G did just get released and start going right about now. Though I don't know how well founded that is, because what 5G would at all have to do with a respiratory condition. But that's the conspiracy theory. These wings are so good. And I actually like the teriyaki wings, Buffalo Wild Wings cold with ranch or blue cheese. Just getting into the blue cheese thing. But supposedly, even the A-lists are getting in on the 5G conspiracy action. With singer Kira Hilson, I'm not sure who that is, but I also don't know most singers, actors, actresses, anything like that, says that she got in on the action supporting the theory before being advised to delete her commentary on the matter. It's fine. Hilson only has 4.2 million followers, so her influence is limited. So yeah, someone that has 4.2 million followers on, I'm not sure if it's Instagram or what it is, but she said she kind of believed in the 5G conspiracy theory. It's kind of bad when conspiracy theories are being supported by people that are pretty well known and have an influence. So what do you guys think? Is that founded? Even if it's not, I do wonder, like, does 5G cause any problems? So yeah, that is another conspiracy, is that your phones, the 5G you're connected to, is killing you. Mostly old yous out there. I'm gonna eat a few more wings, watch some bones, and get back to you with another conspiracy. Before we do, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button down below to join the crazy fam. During this quarantine time, I am going to be posting every other day a new video for you, and so that means plenty of content like this. I might have gone a little ham eating more wings than I planned to. Like, I planned on eating like 1 or 2. I ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6. It was so good. I finished 2 containers of dip while I was doing that, and I thought we would get to another one, so I don't eat more wings. Instead, I will tell you conspiracy theories. Oh, I'm not gonna go over this one just yet because this one has like a lot surrounding it, so we'll definitely go over that one later. Oh god, this one's super stupid, but we're gonna do it anyway. Number 8 on this website says, the UK government are baking a giant lasagna. If you haven't heard the genius and totally hilarious voice note about a giant lasagna making the rounds yet, then you are in for a treat. Beginning as a seamless, serious proposition by the UK government, the recording goes on to describe a Wembley-size, not sure what that means, size lasagna being baked in the stadium with the help of drones to lift the pasta sheets. Hold on. Excuse me. If you're in the mood for some light relief, then this is for you. The story has gained some traction. It's even got its own lasagna Instagram account now. You're welcome. And that is all of it. I'm not really sure what that has to do with corona. Like, are they saying that that giant lasagna is causing coronavirus? Or are they saying that during all this coronavirus stuff, the UK government is secretly baking a giant lasagna? I'm not really sure. You decide for yourself. But COVID-19 sure got me eating every single quarantine treat in my house, and I am running low. But I am so happy. I talked about, what video was this? I think this was the what to do when you lose your job video. And I was drinking what I thought was my last VA energy drink, because I don't drink coffee, so I drink these instead, just kind of have energy, and in general they're like a juicy treat type item. So this isn't my favorite flavor, but I have one more, and it's the pomegranate blueberry. It looks like this. I feel like these things do give me energy, and in general they just taste really good, and other energy drinks not so much. But I need some energy to go more into these conspiracy theories. Okay, so this next one is a little bit more in depth, so don't turn away just when I first say this. Greta Thunberg caused COVID-19 to help with climate change. We don't even want to dignify this one with a comment, but here we are. With transportation cuts taking place as a result of government advice to avoid non-essential travel, it's possible that the environment may benefit from the reduced emissions, which is a great position to take from an awful situation. Agreed. Does it mean environmental activist Greta Thunberg, Greta Thunberg, I'm not sure how you pronounce her last name, invented COVID-19? Probably not. But technically, they didn't say she didn't. They said she probably didn't. And I kind of want to just expand off of this idea. Well, for one, I once in a while hear the news when I first turn on my TV to switch to another channel. I'll hear the news, and they're always talking about COVID-19 right now. So no matter when I turn on the TV, I'm bound to probably hear something about it, some update, some news thing about it, unless it's a commercial break. And so the other day they talked about how it was like something about like downtown LA had like the cleanest air in all cities in like history, something. I don't know the whole deal. If I can find the clip, I'll insert it for you here now. If not, maybe I'll write something on the screen about it if I could find it. But it was just talking about how clean the air was compared to normal and compared to other cities. So that's actually really great. And then also there's a lot less people going on the roads, on the highways. There's photos of like empty streets and highways that would normally be super packed. Like when I was still working at my job, basically there was a temp there that had commuted from a little bit further away, and he went on one of the main highways and he talked about how empty it was. He even took a photo because there was no cars around him. Like, that is insane. The fact it would normally be bumper to bumper every single lane. So it's definitely less people, less emissions, definitely helping out the environment. The environment recovers. Like, me and my mom were talking kind of about conspiracy theories around this, which after this I will actually tell you my one conspiracy theory that popped in my head. But basically we talked about how the earth recovers, the earth heals itself from all the damage we do. Like it can only do it to a degree, but it still starts to do it right away. And so since this has been happening, our environment has definitely benefited from it. Could you imagine, like, not maybe her, but maybe just in general, there was a bunch of people that wanted to help the earth out and thought the best way to do that was to get us to stop doing what we do. I don't think this was the best way to do it because, you know, quarantine only lasts for so long. But then maybe that was also part of it by eliminating some people. So there's less people on earth to disrupt the earth. And that's kind of my one conspiracy theory that pops in my head, which isn't logical, and I'll go into the reason why, but the idea of population control. So there's definitely way too many people on earth. So what if you could find a way to, one, have less people on earth, two, not have to choose those people. You're technically eliminating a group of people because it affects certain people more often. And also those people that are being eliminated are also the ones that usually cost more resources. Like we use more resources on the elderly, we use more resources on those that have medical conditions. And so the idea that you're lowering the population, specifically lowering the population of people who use more resources, and you don't per se have to choose who those people are because the disease does it for you. Like I'm not saying COVID-19 is not real. It just was man-made for the intentions of population control. Idea that maybe a bunch of governments got together and like, what is it, UN? Is that what it is? UN? I really need to pay attention more in history class and politics and all that stuff. But basically, what happens if all these very powerful leaders or the super elite rich got together and decided we need to do something about population control? The idea of telling people they can't have kids or they can only have so many kids didn't really work in China. It won't work in our countries. And in general, it just doesn't work that well because people hide their kids, blah, blah, blah. So we can't do that. So we need something more extreme. So how about a disease that kills so many people, and for those, you know, 3 reasons and more that benefits, that are beneficial in that type of population control? Then I kind of like was talking about this conspiracy theory with my mom, and he was like, well, there's one thing you have to keep in mind. Yes, this thing seems so big and crazy and extreme right now, but the death rates compared to like the flu or getting in a car crash or all of the things, it's not that many people in the large scheme of things when you look at it statistically. But in general, the death numbers are not that high compared to something else you could do. So it's really not that much population control. It's not killing enough people to really be beneficial in population control. So that's why I was like, okay, maybe not. And in general, it's like a big like conspiracy type of thing. It's not a very logical one, but it's interesting to think about. It makes you wonder, like, there is a lot more that goes behind the things that we learn about. Like the people in power know a lot more than the average citizen does. So maybe there is more to COVID-19 than we really know. And so that's kind of like the Greta Thunberg caused it, or the idea that someone in general caused this. Like, what if they did? Like, if you have any crazy, wild conspiracy theories popped in the back of your mind when you're sitting at home quarantined or having to work if you have to work, what popped in your mind? I'm very curious to know. So you're always welcome to comment your ideas down below or DM me on Instagram at Tori Zienka or Crazy Family First. I will always respond to you if you have questions, comments, you just want to talk, or you want to tell me your conspiracy theories, because I want to hear them. I searched the web for ones that weren't all medical. So, besides Greta Thunberg and my idea that it's the super elite rich or high-powered government people, really, Tori, the other idea that was similar to that idea is that, where is it? Okay, there it is. COVID-19, a ride from space. And so with this idea, it's that kicking off the coronavirus conspiracy is a classic alien did it theory. So according to Professor of Buckingham Centra, I am a horrible reader, for astrology, said that COVID-19 arrived on Earth via a fireball from space that burnt up in China last October. Currently, there have been no reports of meteorites found here, so maybe it's not real. But it's an interesting idea that, like, it came from space, and this theory came from space. Not per se that it came from aliens. Like, I think he or she was a little bit misquoted on that one. Like, just because you think it came from space doesn't mean you think it came from aliens specifically. It doesn't mean that an alien threw a meteorite at us. Like, no. So I think it's two different theories. There's a theory out there that aliens caused it. Like, there is this external being that is either trying to kill us, test to see how our bodies work, learn more about us. Who knows? So there's that theory. And then I think there's a separate theory that maybe it came from outside of the world. And this could be, you know, COVID-19 could be like a common thing on other planets. Who really knows? And I think no matter what conspiracy theory, like it said, there's always going to be that one person that's like, aliens did it! Aliens did it! Beings that live on other planets, they did it! There's no way it was us. There's no way it was natural. Oh God, and don't worry, I am going to tell you another conspiracy theory soon. It is cocaine protects against COVID-19. A conspiracy theory possibly conjured up by optimistic partygoers recently confined to their own houses due to self-isolation. The idea that cocaine protects against COVID-19 was propositioned on Twitter. Go figure, you people on Twitter always propose that crazy shit. Same with you on Reddit, so I see you doing that stuff. And the original tweeter gained so much momentum that the French government was forced to comment confirming in no uncertain terms that no, cocaine does not protect against COVID-19. That is crazy that it created enough traction that the government had to make a comment. Like, that is insane. Then this one, okay. I'm gonna say this one first and then we'll say the last one because I think that one's even crazier. Like, this one I'm honestly not even surprised, and it's coconut oil also cures COVID-19. Taking the wellness obsession with coconut oil one step further is the coronavirus conspiracy theory that oil's something content can stop the illness. As of yet, no definite cure or vaccine for COVID-19 has been formulated, and with no factual information on coconut oil's benefits for coronavirus victims, we'd stick to using it in curries and on your own scalp for now. And all the other things that coconut oil is used for. Like, coconut oil has so many uses, but hold on, let me hit play and pause on my TV so it doesn't go back to live TV. There we go. Okay, so then this one is the most crazy one I have read so far, like insanely crazy. And that is that drinking cow urine, yes, you heard me right, cow urine, also protects against COVID-19. So next up in the series of substances that are claimed to stop the effects of COVID-19, cow urine. Yep, in India, over 200 people amassed, not a great idea in itself considering social distancing, to drink cow urine while posing next to a caricature of coronavirus. I'm not sure if that's the right word. In Hinduism, cows are considered sacred, with some followers of the religion believe that their urine holds medical properties. Inevitably, there have been no studies providing the consumption of cow urine that protects against or aids the effects of COVID-19. We'd stick with staying home and washing your hands. And all I gotta say is two things at least. Number one, just because 200 people in India drink cow urine and happen to follow Hinduism, that does not mean everybody in India believes this. Nor does this mean every person that is Hindu believes this. So don't be going spreading this or telling people that are Hindu that, like, you're gonna drink cow urine type of thing. Don't do that shit, okay? Don't do it. And then number two is, okay, I don't know how they would do a study on this anyway, really. Like, you're gonna get volunteers to drink cow urine? Like, I'm surprised even 200 people agreed to drink cow urine. Like, ew. But all I gotta say is, like, how did it go for those 200 people? Like, did you get sick? Like, sick from the cow urine drinking? Did you feel any better if you had COVID-19? Like, even if you had COVID-19, did you even know that you had it before you drank it? Is it supposed to be something you drink beforehand or drink when you have it? Like, either way, like, the fuck? That is definitely the craziest one of all. There is one more conspiracy theory I did want to go over from that article, which I saw everywhere, but this video got way too long, so if you want to guess what it is or share yours, feel free to comment them down below, and I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button down below to join the crazy fam, and I will see you in one day. Yes, one day with a new video. Have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.